Okay, before we proceed to next topics, any questions from your end regarding client and client concept, different clients? I have shared the recordings today morning. Hope everyone are able to view the.
Yes, yes.
Yes, no.
And even the documentation also I have shared. Okay, so again, I'll quickly recap on different way. What is client? Clear? What are the different client numbers with the different literature? Okay. So here in SAP, so what do you mean by a client? See, in general, as we know that client means nothing but a customer, correct? But here in SAP terminology, client is a different unit, a kind of entity, a recognition, a separate recognition. So here, what is a client concept in SAP in the sense? A client is an organizational and legal entity. As I said that it's a entity. So in SAP, normally what happens is whenever in real time we are going to work, we will have three different servers. We have three different servers in realization phase, right? We know that last session, last week, we have done with different projects like business blueprint and all those stuff. So we have entered into realization phase. In realization phase means where the actual work will start, where our consultant, once you recruited as a consultant and you have got an opportunity to work in implementation project, then you will get a chance to work in this particular phase. That is called a realization phase, where the actual work will start. The actual configuration and customization work will start. So in real time, there will be minimum three servers will be there. Minimum three servers. Okay. Those servers yesterday we discussed. One server we call it as a development server. Clear? Minimum three servers. One is development server, quality assurance server, and last but not least, production server. So what are the servers we will have? Development server, quality server, and production server, right? So as an end user, where whatever work you are doing, that server is going to call it as a production server, right? And there would be whatever things you are working. So those has to be configured. End user need to work in the sense, first it has to be configured. So the configuration and customization part will be developed in a server called development server. And in between development server and production server, there is one more server called quality assurance server. Clear? I'll explain once again what is that quality and assurance server. Okay. So here, a client is an organizational and a legal entity in SAP system. It is an independent unit in the R3 system, R3 environment. It is an independent system. All the business data is protected here. So whatever data is there, SAP business, whatever business data, company data, client data, whatever we call, that will be protected under client. Under everything will be protected under client. For example, again, I'm taking the same example. If you have a jewelry in your home, right? If you have a cash, a bulk of cash, and you have a precious documents, right? You have a very important things in your house, where you will store those things normally. Where we will store?
Locker.
In a locker, almara, whatever we call, right? Everything will be stored. For example, if I take it as an almara, clear? So you will keep some sort of documentation at one rack, right? Same gold will be kept under one rack. Silver jewelry will be kept under one rack. Cash and other things will be kept under one rack. Right? In almara, we will have different racks of different partitions, right? In the same way, in one server, we will have a number of partitions. So according to the data, we will give one particular rack, we will give one number. Okay, that is called client number. For example, we are keeping user details, all the user details. In our company, 100 people are working. So 100 people, data need to be maintained. So where it will be maintained? In one particular client number. Okay. For example, I am giving a client number called 010. Right? So 010 client contains what kind of data? All user data, means who is a manager and what are the accesses he is having, what are SOD conflicts he is having. So all sort of data will be what is his designation and everything. Same time an accountant. What is the user ID, SAP user ID? What are the accesses he is having, right? What is his everything, whatever related to his personal. So that will be saved under one particular client number. Clear? In the same way, transactional data. Transactional data will be stored under one particular client. So what do you mean by client here? Again, I am reiterating. Client is an organizational and legal entity in the SAP system. It is an independent unit in the R3 system. All the business data is protected here because other clients cannot access the system. So what does it mean? Client in a server, we are having a 3 different clients. For example, 010 is one client, 020 is one client, 030 is one client. For example, 3 clients are there in one particular server. So 010 will have few people have an access. 020 we have access to few people, and 030 have access to few people. So the person who is having access only for 030, then he can't get the access. He can't see the information. What is there? What is the data is there in 010 and 020? Same time, the person who is having access to 010, he can't have access to 020, 030, right? So in the same way, for example, in a AP accounts payable part, probably we will have access to invoice posting, clear, and only invoice related posting transactions we will have access. But if we want to do a payment activity, F110, probably we don't have access to that particular transaction. Clear, everyone? So for example, you want to approve some payments, then probably the person who is doing a payment activity, he may not have a payment approval. His next level person will have a payment approval. Clear? So that kind of data will be stored, protected under a client. Client means where actually in a server where the data is stored. Okay. So in a server, there can be one client or number of clients. So one partition or number of partition. As I took yesterday, for example, when you take a laptop or a desktop, so there would be a partition of your hard disk, C drive, E drive, D drive, F drive, like that, right? So that is considered here as a client. Over there, we call it as a drive, and here we'll consider as a client. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions?
Yes.
Any questions? So the most important thing here is in SAP, client is represented by 3-digit number. Client is represented with 3-digit number from 000 to 999. So any number we can give, right? From 000 to 999, right? Whatever may be the organization, Reddy Labs can use the client number from 000 to 999, right? Mahindra can use the client number from 000 to 999. Any other, whoever has taken the client, whoever taken the SAP, then they can use the client numbers from 000 to 999. So total 1000 clients. Any number as per our requirement, we can take. Our requirement is nothing but client requirement. Is this clear, everyone?
If the total clients are increased greater than 1000,
Sorry?
if the total client
No, it won't be.
is more than
won't be.
1000,
It won't be. Hardly they will have 5 or 6, not more than that.
okay.
Clear? It won't reach maximum 10. Again, I'm telling you. Out of that 10 also, you can use any number of 3 in between this. Clear? A client is an autonomous unit, the R3 system, with regard to a commercial law, organization, and data. Yesterday, we discussed all those stuff. So what are the data we can store under one particular client in the sense? Clear? User master data, as I said just now. Clear? User records and user authorizations means, for example, from accountant to head, center head, whatever access they are having, what are their roles and regulations, this thing SODs and everything will be stored. That complete data, user data will be stored under client. And apart from that, what is the other data we can have? Customization data, means client dependent and customizing data. Clear? So SAP standard is not able to map, right? And they have their prerequisites client. Then all those data will be stored under this particular client. Clear? Next one, application. What is an application? All the transactional data and master data will be stored under client. Clear? What are the things we can store under client? User master data, customizing master data, customization, and as well as an application. The complete set, what business required, whatever business data is there, that will be protected under client. Client means the partition in a server, simple terminology. The recognition in a server. Clear? For example, without client, we can't do any operations or activity. For example, whenever I log in SAP, clear? When you in your SAP organizations also try to log in, then you will find a client number here. So, okay. So for SAP has provided 800 client for practice purpose. 800 client for practice purpose. Is this clear, everyone?
Is the
Any
standard
questions?
one? Naveen, is the standard one? 800 is the standard one.
Sorry?
800 client is the standard across global.
Standard across globe.
Okay. So that
Across
may be
globe.
the interview question, right?
Sorry?
That may be the interview question.
Interview question. For example, probably you are going as you practiced 9 months here and you are attending an interview. And unfortunately, we didn't cover that. What are the different clients? Clear? What are the client numbers SAP default is having? And directly we have started practice part and directly, and you have completed, you are very good at this thing. But what you did is you have kept 2 years of SAP experience, either support experience or implementation experience or testing experience. And they will ask you under which client, on which environment, client environment you have worked. And you don't know the client numbers, and every day you saw this client number 800. And if you say, I have worked under client 800, clear? You kept 1 or 2 years of experience and you don't know anything about client. You know that, okay, 800 is there, that is okay. That, and you think that it is a, globally we are working. And unfortunately, you got a question under which client environment you have done your support project or implementation project or testing project. And you said that you worked on 800. Straight away, your profile will be thrown in trash. Why? Because client 800 is not a real-time environment client. It's a only practice environment client, which is SAP provided for education purpose, trial purpose, education purpose, practice purpose. This is clear. Client 800, we don't have 3 servers. We will have all the 3 servers in one system, only client 100. So we don't have a separate server called a development server. We don't have under client 800, we don't have a separate server for development, separate server for quality, and separate server for production. All the 3 we need to consider in this only. Is that clear, everyone? So never ever say that we have worked in a client 800. My advice, if they are asking you, never use the term called 8 series client. Never ever say that we have worked under 810 or 820 client or 830 client or 840 client. Don't use that. Because 8 series, 800 client is reserved for training practice purpose. IDS, we call it as an IDS.
So other than this 8 series, can we tell any other number?
I'll tell you what are the other series we are not supposed to use it.
Okay.
Clear? But blindly never ever say that 800 we have worked. 800 is nothing but only for training purpose. Clear? Any questions on this? So here I given client concept in SAP. In a physical SAP system, there can be multiple clients. As I said that there is no restriction. In a server, you can have 1 client or you can have number of clients. Clear? With a standard installation, SAP delivers, means if you purchased SAP server, right? What is the product we'll purchase? We purchase SAP product, then SAP will provide you 3 servers, minimum 3 servers it will give you if you want to implement a project. Then what are the, and by default SAP provide 3 clients with the SAP server. What are the clients? 000 client, 001 client, and 066 client. Understood? Apart from 800 client, don't use that. You have worked under 000 client, 001 client, and 066 clients. These are SAP standard delivered clients. Understood, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, Naveen, it's clear.
Clear, right, everyone? So here, what is client 000? So here I have given client 000 is reference client, and it should not be deleted or changed at the time, at any time from the system. Okay. What does it mean actually? Client 000 is a reference client. What does it mean? So first time you have purchased SAP server. Okay. So in 000, SAP pre-installed companies, pre-installed company codes, pre-installed whatever project is there, that will be there in 000. So for example, if you want to practice, you are a fresher and you have got an opportunity to work in implementation project, and so you have some time to, for example, 2 to 3 months time is there, but you got the server access. So 3 months, what you will do, you will start practicing. Clear? So how you want to practice in the sense, by whatever data is there in 000 data, okay, by looking at that, you can practice in practice server. Means all the predefined company codes, predefined means a sample data will be there in 000. All the transactions, AP, AR, all the modules will be there. Clear? In 000 client, it's a reference client. Don't forget this. It's a 000 is a reference client. And it is we can't delete this particular data at any point of time in 000. Understood, everyone? Try to understand. If not, I'll repeat once again. Any number of times I'll repeat. Right?
Naveen, can you just repeat that? Yeah.
Yeah. See, as soon as you are open a server, SAP in real time, then you will find you will give, for example, 000. So what do you mean by 000 client? 000 is nothing but it's all the SAP predefined, means which is already will provide a project, predefined project, means at all the configuration steps will be updated in that. Clear? All the GL activities, all the AP activities, all the AR activities, banking activities, taxation activities, everything will be performed as a project in that particular thing. So you can work, you can read that, you can take that as a reference, like a guide. Clear? But we can't do anything. You can't edit it. You can't delete it. You can't modify it. Whatever data is there in 000 client. Understood?
Yes. Yes.
For reference purpose, for our ready to reference purpose, all the data will be there in 000 client.
Something like SOP.
Sorry?
Something like SOP.
Yeah, SOP kind of thing, or predefined complete projects will be there in that. In the same way, one more client we have 001. Okay, 001. Client number will be, again I'm reiterating, it is 3-digit code from 000 to 999. So never ever say that I have worked under 000, because what is 000? 000 is for is a reference client, which is SAP predefined data will be there. So we can't edit it, we can't delete it, we can't do any modification in that. We need to just for our reference purpose, for our practice purpose, it will be there. Then one more client which we are not supposed to say is 001. What is 001? The customer uses client 001 as a sample client. After installation, both clients are identical. Okay. So once you installed SAP in your system, then you will get 000 client and 001 client. So same data will be there in 000 and as well as in 001. Then what is the difference in the sense? 000 you can't edit, you can't delete, you can't modify. But in 001, the same data you can use it for your practice. Clear? We can edit it, we can delete it. If we won't record it, we can modify it. It's a practice one.
It's something like Purify.
Yes.
We used like practice part.
The customer uses 001 as a sample client. After installation, both clients are identical, but after an upgrade, client 000 has an additional customizing data. What does it mean? So here it is nothing but a customizing, and 001 we can, it will, you can't edit anything, but right, you can't edit anything in 000 client, but you can do whatever activities you want to do in 001 client. Understood? So don't use the term that we have worked under 000 client nor 001 client. Is this clear?
Okay. Yeah, clear. So once
Yes.
we deleted, once we
Didn't get
deleted once we deleted the data in client 001,
Mhm.
so it will be lost from that client, or else
We
it
can
will,
retrieve from 000.
from 000, right?
Yes, the same data will become the copy data.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah. So next one, client at 066. One more client, SAP standard provided. Client 066. This is called early watch service. What does it mean in the sense? Client 066 is there for early watch service. This client enables SAP remote access the system to improve system performance. What does exactly it means in the sense? For example, you have installed SAP in here and you have started working, right? You are an associate who's working in Hyderabad, right? And your manager is staying in Bangalore, right? So whatever work you are doing, so your manager wants to watch, then they will have an access called client access called 066. By sitting in Bangalore, he can watch from there. In this particular client, he can watch whatever activities you are doing, whatever associate is doing. So what are the transactions he is posting, what are the modifications associate is doing, everything he can view from client 066. So the client 066 will have access to all whatever access they want. Actually, for example, you are working under 001 and 001 will again map to 066. So whatever activity you are doing in 001, so that can be watched in from 066. So that's the reason we call it as an early watch service. Is that clear, everyone? Understood what is 000, 001 and 066?
066, you will when the person is working on production, so that can be watchable by the manager.
Managers. That could be 066 at the time of implementation, at the time of production. Clear? So for example, in development side, my project manager is sitting in US and I am doing configuration and customization in development server, but my project manager is not here physically. So whatever activities I am doing, he can watch that development activity in through 066 client. Clear? Both end user, project manager or leader can view from 066 of production, and development activities also can be watched through this particular client number. Is this clear? It's only an access, that's it. Any questions on this?
No, Naveen.
Hope everyone, others, I'm not able to, yeah.
Naveen, you told that access the system to improve the system performance, right? So
Which-
how does this deals with the system improvements and all?
The client
Like he
enables
will just watch it, right? He will not do
No, no,
any
no.
changes.
See here, for example, remote improve system performance in the sense, for example, see, if I don't have a watch service, this 066, clear? if I don't have a access, if I don't have a client called 066, what's early watch service client I don't have, then for example, what I need to do, my manager should have the same client access and I should have a same client access. So when I can view that access, when as a manager, I'm sitting at Bangalore, my subordinate is working in Hyderabad. So when, if he is posting one invoice or some data, he want to save it. So when I can view, in the sense, unless until he save it in the system, unless until he save it in the system, till that I can't view it. Once he save it, then only I can view it. But here what happens, as soon as you are working, the same time I can view before saving only. If at all any changes, I would like to advise you before saving only, I can advise you. So instead of doing a postmortem work, I can give you an online advice. Understood?
Thing
Okay,
like,
so
sorry, you can
Yes,
continue.
please go ahead, please.
Something
it's
like,
same like whenever we are doing it, the manager can check with
Online.
it
Yes,
and he can make changes
immediately.
at then and there itself.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
something like before making the errors,
Right? Nothing but your kind of systems sharing.
screen share.
Hope you got it. So in the real time, so that is the reason we say that system to improve system performance. What is happening here? So how it improves the system performance? See, number, for example, I'm taking only one example, like you are posting number of errors in IP, right? Then if your auditor found that you have done so many errors, then what you need to do? For all the errors, you need to do the reversals and repost it. The number of entries will be there. The data will be captured. Memory will be occupied. It occupies much memory. So system performance will go down as long as your memory is occupied much. So, but with this particular activity, 066 watch early watch service, so you can advise immediately without happening any sort of damage. Is this clear, everyone? So that's the reason, don't use these clients that we have worked. 000, 001, 066 and 8 series client, 800 client. Any questions on this? Responses, please.
No, good.
Naveen, like if we say we are using client 066, it means that like it is not for practice, right? So we can say when we are developing something, if there are any changes, we made modifications and all.
But 06 is only for early watch. You can't do any activity in that.
Correct. But we can advise the other persons to do the changes.
Normally, what advice in the sense, when you will do advice, when you are handling a project, you are having a project manager experience or some sort of experience, then only you will get this particular server client access.
Okay.
Won't give you for all. Understood? So
Okay, got it.
you are keeping your experience as in 3 to 4 years experience. And if you say that, okay, I have worked on a 066, then definitely something is going wrong. Because normally 1 to 3 years persons will not have 066 access. At least they should have a project manager experience. Advice in the sense, it's a not a configuration advice or something else like that. We can give you our fellow peer. Is this clear? It's normally given to only the higher authority people, 066. Because
Naveen?
entire data they can watch it. Entire data they can watch it from 066. All sort of data. So that will not be given to everyone. So that's the reason we are never ever supposed to say that we have worked under 066. It will be restricted, access will be restricted for that particular client. Yes, sir.
And Naveen, a small note. We have the client numbers, right, from 00 to 000. So here I'm purchasing the SAP from SAP AG. So what happened is like it's my wish to select the client numbers like 100.
That's what I'm saying. Client number 000, 001 066. By default, it will come through SAP servers. And after that, any number except 800 client series. Okay, that is for reserved for education purpose. Apart from this, you can select any number.
Okay.
Okay, 100, 110, 120, 121, 131, 141. Anything you can. So who will give that access? If the client will ask, I need my client number should be, for example, 126, something like that, 126 or 333, 111, something like that they want. Then your basis consultant will create that number and create it as a client. That's client wish again. As you said, it's your wish. The same way we can ask any number we can ask apart from these series. What are the series? 000, 001, 066 and 800 series. Apart from this, anything you can take it.
So one client number can be used by multiple multiple clients, right?
What do you mean by one client can be used?
No. If there is a client number is like 300,
Okay,
I'm taking an example of 300.
correct.
So whatever, like I'm the one client, I want to configure all the things in 300 client number.
Correct.
And Lalita is also asking you, right?
So
Please
you
configure my client.
people are working in the same organization, your same client, same company. See, for example, Reddy Labs is there, right? Reddy Labs people can use 000 to 999, except these series, whatever I said. Okay, same time, Tech Mahindra, for example, Reddy Labs is one. For example, Reliance is also wants to implement SAP. So even those people can use 000 to 999.
Okay. If in this point only, what my question was, Reddy Labs also want 300 and Reliance also want 300.
Yes,
Can
no
we
problem.
do the same?
Yes, of
Like-
course. That's the reason I have mentioned
Yes.
here independent, because their servers are different. These Reliance servers are different and Reddy Labs server, because those Reliance also purchased server and Reddy Labs also purchased server, and their servers are different. Their servers are different. So any server we can use 000 to 999.
Okay. Yeah, got. I got some got the clarity on this.
You got it?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Naveen, is there any duplication of that? Because both the companies are using 300 and 300.
No problem, right? See, your data is different. My data is different. For example, I'll tell you one thing. See here, Reliance servers are different servers, and what we call Reddy Labs servers are different servers. Clear? So in that, Reddy Labs can use 333 client or 300 client or any client. Okay, the same client may be used by Reliance also, because the servers are different. But within a server, you can't do duplication.
Okay.
Clear? Because they will purchase
Okay.
their software. These people are purchasing this software. For example, you purchased a laptop and I have purchased a laptop, and my partition I am doing D drive, E drive and F drive. So you purchased a laptop separately. Can you do that drives? Same drives, can you use it? E drive, F drive?
No.
Why can't? Your laptop is different, my laptop is different, right? In our both the
Yes,
laptops, we will have a C drive.
Yes.
In our both laptops, we will have a C drives. In our both the laptops, we will have a D drives. But in same laptop, you shouldn't have 2 times C drive, 2 times D drive in the same laptop. But in other laptop, they can have C drive and I can have a C drive, and other can have a D drive and I can have a D drive in my laptop. That's not a duplication.
Okay.
Clear, everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah. So here, so it would be little confused, but still. One second. So what kind of data we will store, that is very important. And next one, client concept already we discussed. Okay, so remember that, never ever say that we We have worked under 000, we have worked under 001, 066, 8 series. Normally 800, but I'll say don't give answer that I have worked under any number 8 series also, which starts with 8. Apart from that, this 8 series, apart from these 3 clients, you can say any number. Don't forget this. Okay. SAP landscape and system architecture. What do you mean by SAP landscape and system architecture? In the sense, landscape is nothing but, landscapes are nothing but arrangement of servers in a company. So normally how many servers we will get when we purchase SAP? How many servers we will get minimum?
3.
3 servers.
3 servers, right? So how we are going to arrange the servers in your organization, right? How you want to keep your servers in an organization, that is called landscape. What do you mean by landscape? SAP landscape, arrangement of, again, what do you mean by SAP landscape? Arrangement of servers in an organization or in a company, then that is considered as a landscape. Means your development server could be one place, your quality server could be one place, your production server would be one place, or all 3 at one place. How you are going to, for example, in development server, you want to keep it in all the development activity, configuration activity, you want to make it in Bangalore. You are having our organization in 3 different places. One is in Bangalore, one is in Pune, another one is in Hyderabad. So you want to make your development server in Bangalore and your quality server in Pune and your production server in Hyderabad. Or you can keep all the 3 servers in Hyderabad or Pune or Bangalore. So how you are planning to maintain your servers, then that is considered as a landscape. And what are the 3 servers we have? One is development server, development and customizing server. So this will be used by consultants. Next one, quality assurance server. This will be have access to consultants and end users. End users are nothing but here CTMs, right? And here production server. What is the other server? Production. All the end users will have access to production server. And as a consultant, we will have only display access, only view access. We can't do anything in production server as a consultant. Just we can view it. If any errors are there, then we need to rectify in development server, not in production server, right? Again, I am reiterating, there are 3 different servers will be there: development server and customizing server. Clear? So that we will have access to that particular server, right? And same time, there is one more server called quality assurance server, right? Whatever yesterday we have seen, whatever developments are configuration, customizations, objects are developed, that will be tested under quality server. So who will have access? All the consultants and end users will have access quality server. So after testing, what they will do, we will give trainings. How many types of trainings we will give? How many types of trainings we will give to end users?
2.
Trainings 1 and training 2. You remember yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Please go through this, because after once we start a practical part, then you won't remember all those stuff. That's what I want to, because we are stressing a lot. Say training 1 and training 2.
Yes.
So what are the training 1 we will give? End users, that is all the CTMs and consultants will give. Okay. And end users means whoever from end user side, from Ready Lab side, all the department people who have not involved in the project, for them we will give the training. Who will give the trainings? CTMs and functional consultants will give the training. And super users, nothing but assistant managers. Clear? Who will do above to the end user activities? Those are nothing but super users. Next one, training 2 client. What do you mean by training client 2? Power users. Who will give trainings to them? Functional consultant. Power users are nothing but your operations managers, right? Business owners,
Directors.
head of the departments. Clear? All the stuff will be considered as a client 2, training 2. Fine. So all the, so who will have development and customizing? All the consultant will have access. And quality, all the consultants and as well as end users. And production servers, only end users will have access. And as a consultant, we will have only access to view it, but we can't edit, we can't modify it. Any questions here? Okay. See here, development server, we call it as a configuration of client settings and creation of new functionality. Quality, functionality testing and verification of configuration. Production, productive activities and business data. To complete real time go live. This is called go live when the data moves to production server. So what is we will call moving activity? Data move from one server to another server.
Transport.
Transport request. Right here you can see development server, landscape, development server, quality server, production server. Right? So what here are happening? So here in development server, we will develop the objects, we will configure and we will customize. Once the data is ready, then it will move to quality server. This is called moving a data from one server to another server. We will call it as a transport. We'll call it as a transport. Right? Who will do the transport from one server to another server?
Basis consultant.
Functional consultant.
And
No. One server to another server, it will be basis consultant.
correct.
In the development servers, we will have functional and ABAPer.
See what is that within a server, if we are moving the data from one client to another client, then that will be done by functional consultant or an ABAPer. But from moving a data from one server to another server, then that will be taken care by basis consultant.
Basis.
That will be moved. All the quality will be done here. Testing will be done. Trainings will be done. Everything. If there is some problem, because CTMs are checking, but they are not getting an output, then the data again move from quality server to development server. The data will move from quality server to development server, and again all the customization configuration will done, and again it will send to quality server, unless until they will get 100% accuracy. Once it's got 100% accuracy in quality server, then that will move from quality server to quality server to production server. The data movement will be there from development server to quality server, from quality server to development server, and from quality server to production server. But it will not go in a reverse way, production server to quality, quality to development. So nothing, the data will not go from production server to any other servers. Understood? Any
So after moving to production, if the client customer require any changes or anything,
then automatically see the configuration data will be there in development server, right? The complete configuration, and whatever changes they want here they will do it, and they will send it back to again quality to production.
again.
Okay, because the real time data shouldn't go to any other, because it's 100% secret things.
Yes.
Okay, so this is called landscape. So here the same thing yesterday I said, development server, the server where all the configuration and customization will be done according to the implementation partner customer requirement, that will be performed in development server. The server where all configuration and customization will be done according to implementation partner, as per the requirement of Ready Labs. Okay, that will be performed in a server called development server. Okay, so there will be many clients in development server. There are number of clients in development server. Yesterday we took client 100, client 110, client 120, client 130. So what do you mean by client 800? You remember, client 800 is a sandbox client, right? Just go through the videos, yesterday's videos, if people who didn't follow or not able to understand the client 100 part. So again in development server, we will have this 100 is an example I took. It in real time, it could be anything. The client number could be anything, but it won't be a client 000, 001, 066, nor 800. Apart from that, it could be anything. So you can use the same client, that In interview, if someone is asking you which client you work, then you can say that client 800, client 100, sorry. Okay. In development server, you can have any number of clients, one client or number of clients. There is no restriction. Fine, everyone.
Yes.
So next, we have discussed what do you mean by quality assurance server. What are the tests we will do in quality assurance server? We have seen what do you mean by unit testing, integration testing, UAT testing, right? Yesterday we have seen all these three testing part. Any questions on this?
No.
Okay. So once all the tests are satisfied and everything, so trainings, as I said that just now, training 1 and training 2 will be given to end users and super users and power users. Once everything is done, once UAT is completed, then the complete data will be moved from, transported from quality server to production server. Right? Again, what do you mean by pre-production client? Can anyone? What do you mean by pre-production client? What data will be there in pre-production client?
Legacy
Master
system
and
data.
Master
conventional
data.
What master data?
Which cannot be
will-
changed.
No.
Oh.
Actually, we,
The
in
data
the legacy
was-
systems,
Yeah, the data which was
having
there
from
in the
the legacy
system.
systems, it
Ah.
will convert to the SAP system.
Yes.
See, as I said that Reddy Labs were using Oracle or Tally before implementation SAP. So in that also they will have some data. In Tally they have some data. Oracle they have some data, right? So all the master data, transactional data will move to SAP. All the GL masters, all the vendor masters, all the bank masters, all the tax masters, customer masters will move from Tally or Oracle to SAP. So what is the tools we will use to move?
LSMW and
or
BDC.
BDC.
LSMW or BDC.
LSMW tool or BDC tool. What is LSMW tool?
It's something like
Legacy
manual,
system.
manual
Legacy
update
system,
system.
manual
We will manually update.
Legacy system
Like,
migration
we'll-
workbench.
In the
Right? Yeah, what we are
LSMW, we
going-
will. Sorry.
Okay. Once the data is moved, see here, as I said, that same thing. GL closing balances, vendor open item bill wise, right? Customer outstanding items, inventory with, right? Moving average price method, asset balances, right? So once everything is moved in pre-production, then we will have 400 as a production client. Means all the approved data will move from pre-production to production client. Means this is a final data. Approved data and verified data will be uploaded in production system, right? So the live data will be there. Okay. So what is the last activity we will do in implementation
Go
project?
live.
Go live. What do you mean by that? Go live in the sense all the users and
We
users
start.
Reddy Labs will start working on SAP. They won't work on any other system other than SAP system. Then that is considered as a go live.
Go live.
Clear now? Understood the client concept?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So all the testings we have seen. So once we are done with the what do you call implementation project, we have completed implementation project. Now the most important thing is, for example, 1 second. Okay. Once we are done implementation, now Reddy Labs started working on SAP.
SAP.
So in Reddy Labs, for every user, SAP is new from top to bottom. Organization hierarchy, now top hierarchy to the bottom hierarchy, SAP is new because earlier they were working on Tally and clear. So they went right. So the Reddy Labs may not comfortable in working on SAP system, right? Last 10 years they are working on Oracle or Tally. Okay, everything is moved and we have given trainings to Ready Labs people, but even though they won't feel comfortable in SAP environment, clear? Then we will give from our Infosys for few months, we will give support to them. Okay, we will give to support. Who will give this support?
Infosys.
Infosys. So we call that support as an
Why only for few months?
sorry.
Why only for few months?
See, for example, if you purchase a product, electronic product, how much warranty you will get?
1 year or 2
Why
years.
only 1 year? Why only 1 year?
The
Because
company is
that's it. You will
yeah.
feel comfortable till if you are using 1 year, then automatically you will feel comfortable with this particular product.
Yeah, comfortable. But after that, if they require any assistance or if
Support,
they get
then
any technical issues,
the initial few months we will give free of cost.
free of cost, you are telling.
Support will be free of cost, but 3 months,
Okay.
4 months. After that, if they want a support to be extended, then for that they need to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to cover. So here,
Yeah.
right, as a Ready Labs is new for the SAP, then we will give a go live support. We will call that support as a go live support on SAP system. Okay, SAP system. Maximum support duration would be free of cost would be minimum 2 to and maximum 6 months. That is maximum. So in this 2 to 6 months, we will give complete feedback kind of thing. This 2 months. Clear? Right? So this one.
Yes.
So this with this support, once 6 months is completed, then our implementation project is closed. So here we discussed what is the first phase. In implementation project, we have different phases: project preparation phase, business blueprint phase, correct?
Realization.
All right. Realization phase, phase 3. So here, final preparation. Okay. Right. So here we have seen what is our total. See here. Realization phase we have seen, and final preparation phase in the sense nothing but if we are giving move to the data from quality server to production server, that phase we are going to call it as a final preparation phase. And what do you mean by go live phase? Completely when end user start working on the production system, then that is considered as a go live phase, and in that only we will give a support 2 to 6 months. Clear? And this methodology we call it as an ASAP methodology, a SAP methodology. Understood, everyone? Any questions on this? Try
Which
to
which
understand.
Final preparation phase is moving data from
Yes, exactly.
quality assurance server to production server.
Production server means all acceptance tests will done, UAT documentation will be prepared. Then that is nothing but your final preparation phase is completed. Right? And most of the companies are following this SAP methodology. Companies in the sense, not only SAP, other companies like Microsoft, IBM, all are following their other software also SAP methodology. SAP methodology.
explain ASAP methodology once.
Sorry?
ASAP methodology.
Don't call it as an ASAP now. because you're in a SAP terminology, they'll call it as an ASAP methodology.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you please explain that?
Now, again, I told that there is one more methodology. We have Hazal methodology. What is Hazal methodology? Here in this one, a ASAP methodology, we need to do one step after the another step. Okay, right? When it comes to Hazal methodology, we can do any step first. There is no sequence of order. You can do all at a time, or you can do last step first and third step next, or any other step like that. But in ASAP methodology, we need to follow the sequence. Understood, everyone? Okay.
So mostly which methodology companies will use?
Now in S4, we are following Hazal methodology.
S4.
This is
Why? Naveen?
because the work will not get delayed. We need to maintain 1 to 2 years. The client work will be will still going on in old system only. So meanwhile, what in Hazal methodology we can do is directly we can start with the realization phase directly, immediately. When we can release sprint wise, in the sense first API activities are important more in client side. Then first we will do the configuration for AP and we will release that AP to customer. Then they'll start working real-time working. They will start in AP part. And after that GL will be released. And after that asset accounting, as per the requirement, we can immediately configure and customize and we will release to this one. So this is possible in Hazal methodology, but it is not possible in ASAP methodology. Okay. That also I'll show you.
Mhm.
I'll show you that also Hazal methodology. And initially we are going to do ASAP methodology. Okay. Now, whatever methodology we are going to follow in our complete the project for coming 2 to 3 months, we are going to follow this particular ASAP methodology.
Yeah, Naveen, so ASAP methodology, we have to do step by step, like project preparation phase, business
Correct.
blueprint phase,
Correct.
realization, right? So in Hazal methodology, we no need to follow project preparation phase like that.
So once,
Follow-
yes, first we can start with realization phase. In realization phase also in ASAP methodology, we have first we need to do the basic first. That is a common basic configuration we need to do. And after that we will do GL module. And after that we will do APR module, right? And after that we will do banking module. And after that we are going to do the tax module. And after that we are going to do asset accounting module. And after that we are going to do integration parts. Okay, in ASAP methodology. But in
So
Hazal
later
methodology,
they will do business blueprint and like preparing a document.
so
So
that's
without knowing
along with the
how to
configuration.
realization,
See, along with the
along
configuration, steps, the other team will work on this business blueprint phase and project preparation phase. Why consultant as an end consultant? Why you are not going to involved in this particular stages, right?
but he should know what is the current process, right?
Everything will be explained in this. See,
Okay.
business blueprint phase in the sense, what does it mean? See, complete documentation is not
Then
required.
yes,
You'll ask the client, what is the major activity in the sense, he'll say that my major activity is an AP part. So only that will be prepared and that will be given to AP consultant. That is nothing but FI consultant.
Okay.
So that work will goes on. And meanwhile, they will take care of SD, MM.
Meanwhile, they will explain and they will start working on the realization along with. Okay.
Yes,
So it happens in a simultaneous way rather
exactly.
than waiting.
Yes.
Here
No
the
waiting time.
sequence.
No waiting period for in Agile method.
So here, regarding the SAP methodology, sequence in the sense, not the sequence of project business relation finalists. It is depends on the department. If they
Exact
wanted
client
to,
requirement.
if they wanted to use a GL process implementation first, they can go ahead with that.
Yes. Sprint wise, it will be released. Any questions?
No, no.
Okay. So next, what after that? So support and maintenance project. So what is support and maintenance project? The second project is, see again, already this is for already implementation project, means already they are using SAP in their organization, but due to some reason they need a support, right? So this is also as end user, for example, you are keeping a 3 to 4 years of experience and you have cracked the interview. then initially probably you won't get a chance to work on implementation project. Okay, you will get a chance to work on support projects. Clear? So here we can see here what is support and maintenance project. In the sense, Reddy Labs company already implemented SAP in their organization. During the work, if any type of issues they come across related to SAP, to avoid this difficulty, the company will give project to any software company. Clear? Already Reddy Labs as having implementation with SAP has implemented, and that was implemented by Infosys. Okay, and Infosys has given a support to 2 to 6 months free support. Okay, and after that their agreement will be get completed. And after that, Reddy Labs is using this SAP, but even though they are not comfortable with SAP within 2 to 6 months, so they can give the support project. They can give the support project to again Infosys or Accenture or Wipro or Tech Mahindra, or they can make their own SAP team in their organization. Because, for example, Infosys is charging higher, then they will check for who can give the best price. So normally this is happening in an organization. One company, one software company will implement the project, and one other software company will do the support. It happens in real time. Same company, Infosys is implemented, and Infosys may not give the support to completely because there may be a price difference. Is that clear, everyone? Yes, no? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, Navan.
Yes,
Yeah.
Naveen.
So it could be a Infosys or any other software company, or Reddy Labs can make their own SAP team, software team in their organization to resolve their day-to-day issues. It could be anything. So here the same thing I have explained. To avoid this difficulty, the company will give project to any software company like Infosys or Accenture or any other company, or they will form their own IT division to support their project. Understood? They can form their own IT, right? For example, the organization which I used to work, DSM, okay, they have SAP end user, and again they formed their own IT team. Earlier they used to support TCS and Wipro. Now they have majority things would be handled by the support work will be handled by their own DSM team, IT team. Clear? Okay. So next one, whenever they come across issues while using SAP, then the end user escalates in the form of tickets, and everybody knows the tickets. Every support project team mandatory should have a ticketing tool, right? Compulsory SAP, whoever are working taking an SAP, they should have a ticketing tool. For example, Accenture is supporting, Accenture is giving support to Reddy Labs. Then Accenture should have a ticketing tool along with the Reddy Labs. Okay, so what would be the team size, support team size? The team size would be 5 to 20 members, and the project duration would be 1 to 5 years. Again, it depends upon project to project, client to client. I'm taking an example. It's an only, okay, the team size would be 5 to 20 members approximately. I'm telling this is not accurate figures, right? The team size would be 5 to 20 members, and the project duration would be 1 to 5 years. The people or the person who involved in support project from IT companies are known as support consultants. For example, we are functional consultants, and again we are giving support, then we may call it as a support consultant also, right? Means if we're working on support project, then we are not we call it as a support consultant, and we are also known as a functional consultants. Clear? So support projects are broadly classified into 3 categories. One is support projects are of 3 types. One is ticket based support, production based support, and go live support. The go live support already we discussed just now, but again I'll reiterate. Okay, what do you mean by ticket based support? Very important, this ticket based support in the sense, when a company is using SAP, then they may face some problems. Then the end user organization and SAP support organization will maintain some ticketing tool like Snow, ServiceNow, or Remedy tool, or any other tool, ticketing tools. Clear? Whenever end user face the problem, then they will raise the ticket in the tool by explaining the issue. Means instead of wasting time, what they will do is whatever issues they are facing, they will explain in the ticketing tool, right? For example, configuration issue. I am not able to post an entry in 2022 fiscal year. Okay, then immediately I'll raise a request. See, if I'm alone facing an issue, then I'll put a ticketing tool as this particular user is not able to post the entry in this particular fiscal year, and we will raise the ticket. Clear? Explaining issue. The tickets are broadly classified into 3 types. One is urgent priority, high priority, and medium priority tickets. See, what do you mean by urgent priority? For example, one user is not able to work, then that will become a medium priority ticket, right? But entire floor are not able to post the entry in fiscal year 2022, then that will become most urgent priority tickets. So that would be around 4 hours. Urgent priority tickets, TAT would be turnaround time would be 4 hours. What do you mean high priority tickets? For example, only AP people are not able to do it, but GL people can able to work on 2022 fiscal year. On a floor, there are 3 different teams are there: AP, AR, and GL. AR, GL team are able to work under 2022 fiscal year, but except AP team is not able to work on 2022 fiscal year. Okay, then that will become high priority ticket. And what would be the TAT for that? In the sense, I'm just giving an approximate. This could be differ from SLS, would be differ from company to company. So 24 hours time. Within 24 hours time, we need to respond the ticket. We need to address the ticket, not resolving. We need to address the ticket. Okay. Next one, medium priority ticket. As I said that only one user, other users are able to work in AP also. All other users are able to work, able to post 2022 fiscal year, but except one user is not able to post. Then that will become a medium priority ticket or least priority ticket. That would be considered as we are not supposed to use the term called least priority. We can use the term called medium priority. That would be around maximum turnaround time would be 48 hours. Okay. Any questions here?
No.
Any questions?
Navin, is just like if, say, for example, if our SAP is not working in Kotti when we are raising ticket in Snow, Accenture team would be coming in, they're resolving. It is the
Yes.
same thing, right?
Yes, that is the same.
Okay.
Okay.
So in the urgent priority, that issue should be resolved in 4 hours.
Sorry.
In the urgent priority, the issue should be resolved in 4 hours, right?
For address, not resolve, address.
Okay.
Should address.
It's something like
They need to recognize that we have received the ticket and we are working on that. And approximate time they will provide you.
Okay.
Depends upon this one. Addressing of ticketing would be 4 hours, not resolving.
We need to touch the ticket within the 4
They need to touch the ticket within 4 hours. Clear?
After that, based on that issue and criticality, we will mention the issue will be resolved in so and so time, right?
That's the approximate time. Okay. Same thing. For example, if you are working you have taken a broadband line and then there is a network issue. So definitely first you will call, correct? And they will give you a ticket. They will take your query and they'll say that it would be addressed within 24 hours or within 4 hours. And they will give you one number, ticket number. The same thing here also, the ticket number will be get generated and that ticket number we will give it. Same if you talk to your IT desk, IT help desk, they will generate a ticket number, right? And that ticket number will be given to you for further any queries.
And Naveen, sometimes we'll receive, so once we raise the request, we'll receive a notification that
A bit louder, please. I'm sorry because my laptop speaker is little issue that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Now, is it okay?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Once the ticket has been raised, so immediately we receive an email that this ticket has been assigned to so and so person. So
Correct.
who will segregate the tickets like that? Like,
See, there would be, see, every day, whatever tickets you are getting, so your manager or your team lead or whoever it is, project lead, they will do the segregation as per the seniors will get all the priority tickets. The less experienced people will get least experience, medium priority tickets, like that.
okay.
There will be a one person who will allocate the tickets to you every
So
day.
on what basis they will prioritize, Naveen? Like
Sorry,
urgent tickets will be prioritized to the senior people.
I didn't get you.
Urgent priority
A
ticket,
bit louder, please. I'm sorry.
urgent ticket will be assigned to the senior people.
Correct. The people who are already having a 3-4 years of experience on ticket based support project, according to that, the segregation, the team will be split. You are saying that you are having a 1-year experience thing, then definitely you won't get more urgent priority tickets. Then you will get maximum medium priority tickets. As long as your tenure, you got experience, then the priority will be get changed for you also. Clear?
Okay.
Same like what you do in end user.
First,
Same thing it will happen here also.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, production support. Production support, critical again. It's a 24/7 support through internal communicator or through toll-free number, right? Here we won't generate any tickets, means it will not be the person who is facing an issue. He won't create any ticket. Okay. What they'll do is directly they will call to toll-free number and they'll say that we forgot our password. So some sort of issues they are facing. So password issue or some sort of issue, same thing. Then, okay, they will call directly to a toll-free customer care toll-free number, right? And we will receive that customer care. We will have some mode of telephone and we will receive calls through that point. Okay. Whenever issue is received through call or chat box, it need to be addressed on priority. Addressed, I'm saying, not resolved. Right? So whenever you are receiving a call from a customer, then you need to address that particular query and we need to take it down all the whatever details they'll provide, and we need to raise a request from our end and we will give the ticket number to them. Clear? So this
Naveen,
is set of support. Yes, please.
if the support team not resolve the issue, then
See, it has to, it's compulsory, right? We
I mean we need some configuration
some configuration,
and we need to custom.
definitely. Okay, if you don't have a sub configuration thing, then definitely see that that thing will be given to our development team, implementation team.
For same company or
See,
first company that
if it is performed by Infosys and support is taken by Accenture, Ready Labs, what Ready Labs has done, Ready Labs has implemented the project through Infosys and support they are taking from Accenture, correct? So now you are an Accenture employee or you are into this one support consultant. Then you received a query that some configuration need to be done and you don't have an idea, then definitely you will go to your implementation team. Accenture will have their own implementation team, right?
yeah.
So they
Okay.
will rectify this particular issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So production support 24/7, that would be, and that would be rotational 3 shifts will be done, 8 hours, 8 hours, and 8 hours. This one,
So
production.
this production support will completely like password disable and ID disable, only those type of tickets they will receive.
Exactly.
So what knowledge like we'll get to work on that?
See, if you have an SAP knowledge, if something can be resolved on phone, clear, immediately you will resolve it, right?
No,
You-
if we work on this production support,
Mhm.
what knowledge we'll get, like ID disable
If
and
you have a
password
knowledge, then
inactive.
only you will fit into this project. Understood? If you have you're not going to gain knowledge from this. If you have
Yeah.
knowledge, then only you will fit for this project. If you don't have a knowledge, then they won't make you to sit in production support. Here, what you are not going to taking a place for learning purpose. You are going to give whatever learning you had, that you need to deliver here. Understood what I'm saying?
But we don't want to be in this project like production. We want to be in ticket
See,
based.
at least initial
some other-
level, you don't have any choice that whatever project we need to get, we need to accept it. That's it. Once you get a 1 year, 1.5 year experience, then you will be in a demand position. That I don't want, I want an implementation project or any other project. But initial phases, you will not have that option.
Yeah, even in ticket based support, we'll get different type of queries and issues we can see, and we'll work on that, right? But in production,
That's what I'm saying. This is
Yeah.
whether you are fit into production support or ticket based. I'm just giving this support will be there. There is project called production support project will also there. There is support can be done in ticket based or production support and go live support. So according to situation, you will not work for upcoming 6 months only for this particular project. You will be shuffled one project to another project. Clear?
So production, yeah.
Right now I am handling one test project for Chevron company and one implementation project I'm going to handle from August end onwards. That is one project I'm going to handle for Apple. Two different projects. So normally here the thing is you won't sit for production support throughout your 2 months or 3 months.
yeah, that's what my
So,
question.
but the production support will be 24/7 support. Like it can be night shift.
Yes, sir. That's what again that would be a shuffle system, right? Few people will work for 8 hours and few team will work for 8 hours and another team will work for 8 hours according to the geographical time zone.
Morning, midnight, night shift.
Sorry, yeah, we may have a night shift
Yeah, yeah.
whenever we
Yes.
are in this particular project. Not here, ticket based. It's a rotational. That's the reason I said rotational shift. Okay. Any questions here? Any questions? Understood. Ticket based. And next one, go live project. You know that what do you mean by go live support? As soon as we implement the project, then we will give a support to free of cost 2 to 6 months. Correct? So maximum 6 months, what I said. So that support we call it as an go live support. Any questions on this support project? So you may fit in ticket based support or project production support. Anything, it's
Naveen,
not in our hands.
Naveen, sorry, can you please explain on the production support once?
Production support is nothing but through call. Is it clear? For example, you are when an end user is facing an issue, so he don't want to raise, it's an immediate urgent action to be taken. So immediately what we will do, your password is not working. Will you raise a ticket?
My passport is not
No.
working.
Not
No,
working.
I
What
will
will
not.
you call? You'll immediately call to your customer care, IT
No.
customer care.
For password, I will not.
What you will do?
If there is any VPN issues or if there
No,
is
if
any,
you forgot your password and for example, you are not able to map your password, then what you will do?
Password
Okay.
issue or if your ID got disabled, you will not able to log in, right?
Yes, then what we will do, normally we will we can't raise a ticket, right? Now immediately what
Yes.
we will do, we will call our 24/7 our IT help desk. Okay, so here also this production support team SAP, we will call it as an IT help desk only. Not IT help desk, it is called as an help desk team. So for example, there is some issue, they are not able to post the entry, document splitting is not active. Document splitting, there is an activity called document splitting is not active. So you can't wait for that ticket and all those stuff and you will immediately call because that is a simple configuration step what we have to do. So what they will do is immediately the end user will call and they'll say that I'm not able to do this document splitting option. Then as a production support, we will have access to change that configuration. Immediately we will do document splitting activity active and we will give it to customer. Automatically, once we activate the document splitting, then customer can work directly on that. So for that, again, they need to write, this is an immediate activity. So they need to raise a ticket and they need to wait a 4 hours. And after that, if they are not able to get addressed, then again we need to send one more reminder. Instead of that, it's a simple activity. Then we can make a, then client will call us, and if it is resolvable in this production support, then we'll do it immediately. Clear? The things which are can be done, simple things which can be done through a call, then definitely that will be handled through production support. It's a calling or chat communication. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Like next one, go live support also we have discussed. So this is about your support project. So implementation project we have seen, support project we have seen. Another important project.
Rollout.
So what do you mean by a rollout project? It's very simple. What is implementation project? What is implementation project?
Implementing the SAP.
Company is not
Implementing
using
SAP in the
SAP.
first time.
For the first time, fresh project, right?
Yes.
First time introducing SAP in the organization is known as implementation project. Then what is a rollout project in the sense? If a company has already implemented SAP in one country. Okay. So for example, my company is there in India. My company is there in Germany. My company is there in Austria. My company is there in Australia. My company is there in US. So all 5 different countries I'm having, right? And in India is a head office, for example. In India, I'm using, in my organization, I'm using SAP. And other countries, I'm using non-SAP system. Oracle or JD Edwards or Bond, whatever it is, right? So if a company has already implemented SAP in one country, that is in India, I have implemented my head office or whatever it is. They would like to replicate the same for other country or other countries. Means, as I said that I'm using in Indian company, I'm using SAP, but the same company is having different countries branches. And over there, they are using different software. Then the same thing want to implement, the same SAP wants to implement in other countries, other 4 countries or 5 countries, then that sort of project is considered as a rollout project, right? My company is already using SAP, so it is not considered as an implementation project. What I want to do, whatever implementations are done in Indian company, the same thing want to replicate in other countries. Okay, only what everything will be master data, GL data, everything will be same, except what it will be changed in the sense their legal requirements will be get changed. That's it. Country legal requirements will be get changed. Means 80% whatever SAP I'm using in India, the same 80% can be implemented in other countries. Okay, what other 20% will change? The country legal requirement, tax procedures, right? Filing systems will be get changed. Only that 20% can be implemented again. This kind of projects are known as rollout project. Understood everything? Replica, we are creating a replica to other countries. So yeah, the same thing. In other words, rollout means replicating the same business model of SAP system in subsidiaries that have similar business process. The main task of localization is fully implement to local requirements, what I said, local requirements of subsidiary companies, right? While preserving the integrity of the corporate model. Understood, everyone? Understood what do you mean by rollout project?
Yes, now.
Yes, ma'am.
So
But it is
yes,
like implementation only, right?
not implementation. Implementation in the sense you need to create all the GL masters. Again, you need to configure all the transactional master and everything. But here we are not going to do anything because the same business process will be the same. Same AP process will be the same in US, India, Europe, and other countries also. So whatever AP process is there in India, The same process we will lift and we will shift. We will copy and we will paste. We are not going to do any starting from the scratch,
Okay.
right? The same business model. But
Just
only
copy and paste.
what we will change, only the legal requirements will be get changed 10 to 20%. Only that we will change it. That's it. The remaining everything will be the same. Business model will be the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So for example, if Reddy Labs company head office is in India, already SAP has implemented and it is having a branches in US and as well as in Europe. They want to implement.
Naveen, your voice is breaking in the middle. I'm not sure
now
if
is it okay?
is the same for others.
How about others?
No, it is not breaking for me.
No, it's clear.
No, it's
for me.
audible.
Clear.
Okay, fine. So for example, if Reddy Labs company head office is in India, so again, already SAP is implemented in Indian organization head office, and it is having branches in US and as well as in Europe. They want to implement same SAP according to head office. Then these projects are known as rollout projects. Fine. So what would be the team size? Again, approximately I'm telling 5 to 20 members. And what would be the duration? The duration would be 3 to 9 months. Clear? So these projects are considered as an rollout projects. Understood? Rollout project, very important. Did you
Yes.
ever worked on rollout project? They'll ask you. So you should have a
No.
knowledge on rollout project. What do you mean by rollout project? So you can say that no or yes. You can say that same example. Next one.
Naveen,
Yes, sir.
if they as the above example said, head office in India,
Right.
but we want to implement that project in US.
Right.
But in that US process, we can take the previous example like 80 and 73 processes.
Sorry.
We can take the example like the previous we have been discussed right in the customization,
No.
like one
80
organization.
process, 73 are customized.
Yeah.
Right.
7 are config.
Yeah.
In Indian process, all so whatever 80 we have customized and we have configured, right?
But if we need any additional things in the US organization, so there we can.
We will do that. That's what I said, that 80% would be the same and only 20% changes they required.
Okay.
That 20% will take care whoever is doing the rollout project.
Okay.
That's what I said. That I didn't say 100% will map, right? 80% will be the same. The business processes will be the same, but only the criticality would be a legal requirements of country. Tax requirements of the country will be different.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Next one, the other project is, yes, sir.
I mean, see for Infosys company, it is a rollout. We have one rollout project. Can Wipro company can use that?
I didn't get you.
I mean, for Infosys company, one project is outdated. Means rollout project.
Okay.
Can Wipro company can use?
Yes, of course. It's again depends upon the client interest, right?
Okay.
We can go with any software company.
We can copy the same project.
No, that's what I'm saying. No. See, for example, it's a client requirement. It's not a software company requirement or software company decision. See, as I said, that Reddy Labs implementation was done by Infosys, and same Reddy Labs is there in 3 different countries. First, they did implementation in India with the help of Infosys, but the rollout project they don't want to give to Infosys. They want to give it to Wipro. Then Wipro people can do the rollout project in Reddy Labs for different countries. Understood? Is this the same question you asked?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one, upgradation project. If the company already using SAP older version, clear, and they would like to upgrade the latest version of SAP, then these projects are known as an upgradation projects. Now, most of the companies are doing that from ECC to S4,
Yes.
right? Majority companies are doing. Then these projects are considered as an upgradation projects. Fine. 4.6 version to 6 version, right? From ECC to S4 HANA. Then these sort of projects are considered as an upgradation, older version to new version. Then those projects are known as an upgradation projects. For upgradation project, the team size, it's a team, not time. Team size would be 5 to 20 members. Again, approximately I said here. And the duration of the project would be around 3 to 9 months. Here, all upgradation projects deadline would be around 3 to 9 months. It would be more than that also. I'm taking an example. That's it, approximate. So these projects are known as an upgradation project. Any questions? Yes, no.
No, Navin. We got
Next
the
one,
point.
the other important project, enhancement project.
1 minute. So who will be picked up for this upgradation project, like implementation?
It's not like that. Whoever is having implementation experience or support experience or testing experience, anyone can be picked for upgradation projects.
Like the people who have the implementation knowledge, they can map the system from the ECC to HANA. Like
Yes.
it is like a kind of an implementation indirectly.
Right.
So the person
what is implementation here? Here we are not going to implement anything. We are going to migrate the complete data from older version to a new version, like what we did in pre-production LSMW kind of thing only. We will migrate the data, same SAP data only, right?
Okay.
Same SAP data to new version. That's it. We are not going to do any new configurations or new customizations.
Okay.
I want to take an example for this upgradation project, Navin.
Okay.
So in recent times, the Corteva and Deloitte, these are the few companies I know which was been migrated to S4 HANA.
Right.
In the things they have done the testings, whether it is working the properly or not. So when it comes to upgradation project, I came on these things.
Correct. Because in Corteva, they are doing now S4. So this means nothing but earlier they were using ECC. Now they move to S4 HANA. Then that is for Corteva, it's an upgradation project only.
Yes.
Navin, whatever the scripts, testing scripts they have already prepared and they are giving it to end user. The one who prepared the script is a financial consultant or the Accenture.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. After they have checked in their system, they are giving to the client for testing. Is that the same?
See, they will check in quality. They will check in quality systems, and they will prepare a script and they will give it to end user. And end user is going to check in production system.
Okay, got it now.
Next one, enhancement project. Last but not least project. This is another important. Majority people not have an enhancement project. They will give you upgradation project definitions. They'll give you support project. They will give you implementation project. Clear, but majority people don't have a knowledge on enhancement project. What do you mean by enhancement?
Navin, one question.
Please.
Navin, on the training part, how they will go? See, when they are working on any project, it will take nearly like 9 months or 1 year or 2 years, right?
Which I didn't get you once again.
When it come to the training, so whatever the project they are already working, it will take like 1 year or 2 years, right?
Yes.
So as a fresher, how they will get all the knowledge if they are working on the implementation? So until the project get completed, the person will not get knowledge.
Said, right? Probably if you are a fresher, then they won't give you directly implementation project knowledge. They won't give you directly implementation. They won't ask you to sit on implementation project. Definitely you need to spend some time on
So
support.
even in experienced also, they have to give the KT, right?
They have experienced people also have a KT in the sense, yes, KT will be there because KT in the sense automatically will take from end users only. The configuration experienced person in the sense, I should have a complete end-to-end knowledge on configuration part. If I'm saying I'm having a 6 years of experience on, and I have done 2 implementations, in the sense, I should have a knowledge on end-to-end implementation experience knowledge. We won't get any KTs again. Once we have a 5 to 6 years experience, directly we need to hit the floor. Clear? And along the same time, if you are working for a big organization, then definitely you won't be the one person from FI side. There would be number of FI consultants will be there. You're not alone doing the project. You will have a team of FI team, CO team, MM team, SD team, like that. Clear? Hello?
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah. Next one, enhancement project. So again, this particular project, enhancement is nothing but changes in the existing process. What do you mean existing process? In the sense, I'll tell you. See here, the thing is, for example, Ready Labs. If I take Ready Labs having AP process, AR process, HR process, SD process, and MM process. Okay, so Ready Labs has implemented SAP for all the different departments: AP department, AR department, HR department, SD department, and MM. So it's been 1 year or 2 years they are using SAP in their organization. Now Ready Labs has entered into a new business. Ready Lab entered into a new business. That is, for example, contract accounting or joint venture accounting. This is a new business of Ready Labs. Okay. So here, now which software they want to use for all other 5 departments, we are using SAP. So for this new department, which software Ready Labs wants to use? Obviously, SAP only, right? So by implementing, okay, without disturbing the existing department software, if we are introducing SAP for new department, okay, without disturbing the existing department's SAP software, if we are implementing, okay, SAP for new department, and we are doing integration with the new department SAP with existing departments, then this type of projects are known as enhancement projects. Enhancement projects.
Without disturbing any previous projects.
Already we are using SAP for other departments, but new department we have introduced. Okay, and for this new department also we want to use SAP, and later we need to integrate. We need to integrate with the existing departments. Then that type of projects are known as an enhancement projects. We are enhancing the same existing business only. We are enhancing one more department or one more business process. Clear? So for example, you can see here, enhancement is nothing but changes in the existing process or modifications in existing process is called enhancement project. I took the same example. In the organization, already SAP has implemented for all the modules or departments like FI, CO, MM, QM, PP, production and planning, SD, and HR. If the organization enters into contracts, right? For this, they need one more module. They need one more module called project system module, PS module, right? Is required. We need to implement PS module in Ready Labs without disturbing existing business processes. Without disturbing these modules, we need to introduce the PS module. Okay, then, and it must be integrated with other existing modules. PS module need to be implemented, and later we need to integrate with other existing modules. Then this sort of project is known as an enhancement project. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, Naveen.
Okay. Understood. Enhancement project, upgradation project, rollout project, support or maintenance project, and implementation project. Any questions now? So with this, we have completed the literature part. The complete literature part we have completed. So any questions before we proceed to next?
No, no.
Is it fine? So it's important to have a knowledge on this particular thing if you are keeping end user experience or any real-time experience, or you are going to attend any interview. Before interview, definitely you need to go through these things. At least 15 to 20% questions you are going to get from this literature. 15 to 20%, whatever weeks we have completed. This is 7th session. So out of the 7th session, if you attend today also, then you will get 20%, 15 to 20% questions from this.
So, Naveen, can we have at least
Louder, please.
Yeah, can we have at least some of the interview questions on this literature part so that we can?
No, I'll give you once AP we are done. See, again, I'm telling you, you just prepare yourself. What I'm telling you, right? This is a guaranteed interview question. This is a guaranteed interview question. Right? Every time I'm telling you, this is guaranteed interview question. So that's the reason I'm telling you, whenever I'm saying, just put it on down. So once we are done with the AP and AR part, definitely I'll give you the complete questions, not answers. I'll give you only the complete questions interview. And again, I'm telling you, we will have a mock interviews also, module wise.
Okay.
Clear? I don't like, again, I will prepare a questions and I'll send it to you, because even preparing a note itself is a challenging task for me. So again, I can't prepare the questions. Already I have prepared the questions, but I can't share it. I'll tell you that. I think I have shown you earlier also last session. 1 second. See here. I have prepared 2 different questions. What would be the answers you need to give? I won't give the answers, but I'll give you the questions. See here, almost all different.
You want us to come up with the answers, or like just you're giving the
A
questions?
bit louder, boss.
So
I'm having a mic speaker.
So you want us to come up with
answers,
or you are just giving the questions? And
that's it. Not now. Once we are done with the modules. So I have prepared almost all 70 to 80 questions. And definitely once you go through these questions and once you practice this, then you can answer this. Again, I'm telling you, whatever questions I have prepared, if you practice regularly, then definitely you can answer all the 70. You are able to give the answers for all the 70, then 100% you're going to crack any sort of interviews, either is a fresher or experience or whatever it is. So I have given all the clues also here. General interview questions like go through your resume, right? Means they will ask you normally, tell me something about yourself, or may I know you, or they may ask you go through your resume, tell me about yourself, or anything in the same way. The next, what are your roles and responsibilities in support project? Which ticketing tool you have worked, right? And different general questions are prepared. You have mentioned that you have involved in one implementation project in your resume. So what are the different implementation project? What methodology? Just now we discussed methodology. What methodology you have followed? You people followed SAP methodology or Agile methodology? Clear? Which methodology? All right. Activate methodology is nothing but Agile methodology, right? In which phase have you involved in implementation project? Just now I told. Which phase normally we will say realization phase. What did you do in implementation? What are the steps in implementation? Clear?
okay, so once you share this after the training, so once we have shared these questions, so we will come up with the answer. So if there are any deviations, so you will guide us.
Definitely, we are 100%. I'll guide us. 100% I'll guide you. But it again depends on your practice. 100%. If you put your practice part perfectly, then definitely you will give answers. Again, I'm 100%. I'm giving you guarantee. If you are able to answer these 70 questions, then 100% you will crack any sort of interview. That is a challenge I can give you.
Okay. So this is after the completion of the training.
Yes, I won't give before because a lot of mess happened with the previous batches. So that's the reason I don't want to give in priority. That's the reason even I won't, whenever I am explaining something, I'll tell you that put a star mark or this is an important question, 100% guaranteed important question. You make yourself notes for that. That's it.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Because I don't want to give a question to answer kind of thing. Right.
Okay. So that will not solve the purpose.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fine.
all. Or else I can give you instead of teaching everything, I can explain only the 70 questions like what schools and colleges will do. If you
Yes.
want to crack interview, again I'm telling you, if you want to crack interview, if I explain the practical part of those 70 questions, then you can crack any sort of interview. Again I'm telling you,
Yes.
that's what
So from next week onwards, so we will be
practical
entering
part.
into practical part. So,
Yes.
but before that, getting the server access. So
Yes. So meanwhile, I'm telling you, if the people next week, we are going to start up with the SAP this thing. So next Saturday also, so I'm going to give you the GUI explanation. What is the SAP screen and everything? How, what is menu and what is the shortcut keys and all those stuff in next Saturday, I'll explain. So the other next week, Saturday, Sunday, it's okay. If you don't have access, then please get it, your access, server access from next week onwards, not next week, the other week.
okay, so once we completed the next week completely,
Yes.
so help us with the getting the server access from
Yes.
this.
So at least by 16th, you just try to get your server accesses.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You will be helping on that, right? So the home.
Helping in the sense, see, I'll give you that guy's that person number. You can contact again if you someone is outside. If someone is giving lesser price than that, you can go ahead.
No, we are not sure. Especially, I'm not sure about the outside.
That's what I'm saying. See, I'll give you Venkat. There is a person called Venkat who even I am taken from him only. The institute also taken from him only. And if you want to take a server access from him, you can. He will charge.
Server access, and also he will implement SAP.
He will give you everything.
Everything. Okay.
Yeah. Server access.
So we can tell your name and ask.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Because I told him that whoever is coming from my end, give the latest server access.
Okay.
Yeah, the latest version. Okay. He'll charge round about, like, I'm not sure, 800 per 3 months or 1200 per 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Share the number.
Sorry?
No, not
his number is, just give me a second.
You can share after the next week.
No, meanwhile, you can talk to him, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 1 week, it's not an issue. If you take 1 week early.
So what do we need, like in what way do we need to ask them? You can type on the group chat.
I'm
What
doing,
we need to take.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'll give you a notepad. 1 second, I'm just searching. His name is Venkat. Okay.
He stays at Secunderabad only, Navin.
Who? 95024 55611. Hope you are able to see.
Yes.
Where we need to go and install.
No. If you are server access, you can you just call him and he will give you he'll do directly.
Okay.
You need not to go physically anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He will directly implement the he'll give you SAP application like this. Don't go with my desktop because it's a lot of things will be there. So here directly you need to double click. Automatically he will maintain the server. Server will be with him.
So what we need to call him in order to get the latest version. So how
he will give you, if you say my name, he'll give you the latest version. Because I told him.
So what accesses we need to check, Navin, once we give the access?
Once we give the access, that's what next week I'll show you the complete things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions from anyone? So go through the literature part once again, if at all any questions. And again, my humble request, because if at all any questions in the meanwhile, general kind of questions. Park it and ask from 4:30 to 5.
Yes.
Next week onwards. If at all anything general, like whatever it could be. So 4:30 to 5, we will use it for your questions.
Questions.
And meanwhile, for 2:30 to 4:30, we will strictly work on whatever practical part. Once we enter into the practical part, things will move a little faster. Okay. But initial
Yes.
configuration steps will go little slower only, unless until you are well acquainted with the SAP part. Once you are well versed with the SAP configuration and all, then we will go ahead like anything.
Yes,
Okay.
Naveen.
Yeah.
Naveen, I have one request. Can you please go to that Word document once?
My document. Yes, please.
So,
Nav-
please go down. Please go down. Oh, no, no, no.
Naveen.
1 second.
Yeah.
Please
Yes,
go.
sir.
So up to here, can you please copy and can you
100%
please
today,
share?
I'll share it today.
Okay.
Yeah, even I was about to ask.
Till here, I'll share it today.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other?
Nothing.
Any other?
No, no.
Okay. Okay, then. See you. Have a weekend.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you.
Naveen.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Naveen.